Okay, so here we are. This is the Airfix 72nd scale Royal Air Force Red Arrows Gnat. As you can see, this is the box art. What you have on the box art is actually the Gnat T2 version. The Red Arrows team actually used the Gnat T2 version. Here on the side of the box you have some warning messages here. It says that it contains plastic parts, so be a little careful while dealing with plastic and sharp edges. Here on the side you can see the RAF Red Arrows Gnat, and you can see the kit number from Airfix. And at the back here you have the paint guide plus the decal guide for the entire model. So this is what it is, and let's see if it has something else. Okay, so here on the top it says RAF Red Arrows Gnat. So just to give you a background, the Gnat was the smallest fighter aircraft ever built. As far as I remember, the length of the aircraft, less than 10 meters, so you can imagine how small a fighter aircraft that was. This was because of a Royal Air Force requirement to build a lightweight, small combat aircraft which is cost effective. It never went into full-scale operational deployment with the Royal Air Force, but the Yugoslav Air Force, the Finland Air Force did order a couple of prototype models from the UK, and the Indian Air Force has used the Gnat extensively, especially during the 1965 and the 1971 conflicts against Pakistan. Plus, if you also remember 1965, the Keillor brothers, Trevor Keillor and Tenzing Keillor, they were the first ones to shoot down Pakistani F-86 Sabres, and they were Gnat fighter pilots who shot down Pakistani Sabres. During the 1971 conflict, the supreme sacrifice laid down by Flying Officer Nirmaljit Singh Sekon, who got the Paramveer Chakra. He was also a Gnat fighter pilot, and he defended Srinagar Air Base against 6 Pakistani Sabres all alone. And this is the highest gallantry award given to an Indian Air Force officer. So the Gnat holds a lot of historic importance for the Indian Air Force, and this is another reason why I wanted to build this model. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the box and see what's there inside it. Okay, so right here on the top you see the paints that have been included along with the box. Humbrol poly cement, so this is of course the glue that is included along with it. I think 4 paints, number 34, 19, 33 and 11. Moving on inside. Wow. Okay. So that's the instruction guide. We have the decals here. And that's some information about the Gnat and about the kit itself. Seems to be a little complicated to me. I mean, looking at the number of steps, about 26 steps, 27 in fact. So 27 steps there. So I think it's going to be a big model to build, and it's going to be real fun to build it because it's got a lot of steps, and I'm sure because it has so many steps, it'll have a lot of parts as well. And these are the spruces. So we have 2 spruces. This is the first one. It has the wings. I guess these are the horizontal stabilizers. It's got the pilots, the air intake, and this is the fuselage. This looks like the vertical stabilizer here, but I'm not sure. Okay, So the seats, and you can see there is a lot of detail that you can actually bring out in this model. So I'm sure it's going to be real fun to build it. So next step, I'm going to wash the model in lukewarm soapy water and leave it to dry and then come back.